known Chris since my freshman year in high school, and I gotta say, he's always been there, and he's always been giving me great advice and everything. And I was thinking of what to get him, and since he's so into spoken word, I figured the best thing to do for him would be to write him a poem. So
there we go.
I wrote him a poem, and it's called "Psalms of a Fat Man."
Yes. All right.
You ready?
I'm ready for this.
He holds his head high, but people notice him because of his size. He holds the purest of ideals in his head, yet people judge him on his looks instead of by the way which he paints particularly pretty, placid, pellucid passages that purse not sentences, but people. He is not judged on his ability to pilfer phantasmagoric fantasies promiscuously from where we placid our pitter-patter of thoughts, and that is a pity. For he holds more truth and grace than God could give the entire human race just in his left hand. And with a simple butterfly trick with his right, he could demand the attention of the entire population just to flex his dexterity and point them into the direction of clarity. And the holders of his hands, known as his arms, are open wide to hold his charity. And for the opposers of his views, of the drip drop of knowing that drips from the fountain of knowledge held between his palms, he holds the greatest hilarity. And the same goes for those who kneel beneath his hands in order to no longer be parched. As passerby by passerby walk by his life, they do not see the crowds gathered by his palms in order to no longer be grief-stricken. They see him sitting with his friends, chowing down on some food inside of McDonald's, probably eating a McChicken. One of the passerbys says, "God, you see the size of that man's gut?" I knew that if I would describe for all of the things for which this friend of mine strives, how his presence will cause fantasies of your most downtrodden dreams to be realized, how much joy and well-being he puts into people's lives, how he could have broken wings strapped to his back and still be able to fly. It would be more than that man could stomach. Did you see the size of that man's gut? I just smiled and spoke before my friend could even start. It's because in his chest, there's enough room to hold his heart.